Hey guys, Italian PPF here. This video is for MIA 786. Sent me a message, asked me to break down the Beretta 70 series. You're having a problem with yours, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how to break mine down. It's virtually the same. You said you had the 70 series, but not the S series, but it's pretty much the same gun. I don't know if you have the 32 caliper or what, but anyways. Of course, before you do anything, you want to clear your gun. So there's a button here you press, pop it out. There's nothing in the magazine. You want to check the chamber, okay? Inspect it, nothing there. Pull it back, look at it, look down the barrel. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, this is how you break down this gun. Now, make sure the magazine's out, because you won't be able to do it properly if the magazine is in. Okay, you turn it over to this side. All right, there's a little button here, and it has the red. It says Disassemble. What you do is you pull it back, okay? Then you go ahead and turn this just a little bit, just like that, enough. What happens is the whole top part comes off. All right? You have your bottom part, then you have your barrel. Now, how you take this apart is like this. You have your spring here. You simply put a little bit of pressure on it and you pop it out. Okay? Now you have your spring. You can pull this out. You can clean this together, which is a good thing. I shot mine the other day. I haven't cleaned it yet, but it's not too bad. Then what happens here is the barrel part comes out. Pull it down. You pull it out. This is the gun fully field stripped. Okay, now to put the gun back together, it's fairly easy. It's not a big deal. After you've wiped down all your parts, you've cleaned them, you've properly oiled them. This is how you start to put it together now. Okay, you take these two parts here, the barrel and this part here, and then you slide it in. Actually, what you want to do is you want to come up like this from the bottom. Slide it in. Put this part in. The barrel fits back. Now you got to match up the barrel part right, okay? So you got to, there's a couple little grooves there, and it fits in real nicely. So it fits in nicely on the grooves. So this part's put back together. You gotta be careful though, because if you mess with it, it will come back out on you, okay? Now you take your spring. Alright? See, it just popped out on me a little bit. You push it back. And on the spring, on the bottom here, there's like a little groove here. See if you can see it here. Because you can't just put it back in and put it anywhere you want. There's like a little groove. See that little groove right there? And it's going to fit into that groove right there. Okay? Boom. Goes back in. Now this part has been reassembled properly. Put it down. You take your main part here. Okay. You're going to go ahead and take it, and you're going to slip it right back on. And it'll line up. It'll all line up. I don't know if the lighting's good on this. See, it all lines up nicely, okay? You're going to bring the gun back, alright? You haven't touched anything. You haven't touched the lever to reassemble it. You haven't touched the hammer. So now, you want to make sure that your hammer's back though, okay? So now you're going to pull it back, and then what you're going to do is you're going to turn it just like that. See it? You're going to turn it just like that, so that now you see the red mark again. Boom. You get it back in, check it. Okay, you put your magazine back in, and then you can decock the gun. It doesn't have its own decocker because it's an older gun. Again, there's nothing in the magazine, but you can't decock it unless the magazine's in. We're good to go. We're good to shoot. We're good, ready to load up and fire. All right, now. You said you're having a problem with just be safe. Take the magazine out. It has been cleared. It's all good. You said you were having a problem here in your email with what it sounds like is you put it back together and you're bringing it back like this, and it's sticking like this. You're not able to get it forward. The gun is severely jammed, is what you said. I'm assuming it's like this. That's what it sounds like. It's not not coming back to the actual position, and the whole weapon is severely jammed. When I was putting the barrel back, I put too much pressure on the barrel, and now it's stuck. You don't need to put a lot of pressure on. You don't really need to put any pressure on this at all. You know, you want to make sure it's oiled and clean. I mean, if it is an older gun, if you got it from someone and it's not oiled and cleaned properly, then you know, you might have a little hard time putting it back together. But you really the way I just did it is very simple, and it should not be jamming at all. It should not. Mine is well oiled. First thing I did when I got this thing, I took it apart. I read up on it and I learned how to take it apart, and I took it apart and I cleaned it and I actually over oiled it. It's my first time. Really, this is my first firearm that I've ever gotten. I over oiled it, but it's been cleaned, and it's you gotta make sure you turn that back though. If you don't, then then this will come out again. So anyways, hopefully I helped you out, buddy. Let me know. Alright, it's a great gun. Great gun to carry. I got the 380. Peace.